Hey everybody, thank you so much for joining us this Tuesday evening. As you guys know, we are here every Tuesday evening to talk about business tips, talking about working Plexus, talking about, we do a product spotlight every month or every week, but we're here every week. We have time for you guys to ask questions. And yeah, it's just a time to connect, kind of collaborate a little bit. I learned so much from you guys. You ask awesome questions. You give such great tips. I think it was last week or 2 weeks ago, we had Mitzi giving some tips from some training that she did. I love it. I love the collaboration. I love learning with you guys. It's great. So I'm going to do a quick product spotlight. I'm going to open it up for questions, and then we're going to talk about tips for the end of the month. This is it. This is the last week of the month, and then we've got those two, we got Monday and Tuesday next week, but this is the last full week of the month. So we're going to talk about finishing our month strong and some ideas for that. So let me take 2 seconds here. I just remembered something I didn't want to forget, so let me add it to my notes. Okay, so here we go. All right, our product spotlight. So Slim is our product spotlight for today. Slim is my favorite product. When I was going through postpartum depression in 2014. This is when I was introduced to Plexus, and this was life-changing for me. Balancing out my hormones, balancing out my blood sugar, balancing out my blood sugar, balanced out my hormones, which helped me stop and get through postpartum depression, which I did not know I was in because my baby was 6 months old. I thought I was very naive in thinking that postpartum depression was something that happened 2 weeks after your baby was born. And if it didn't happen to you in those 2 weeks, then you were fine and you had nothing to worry about. But it hit at about 6 months for me. And talking to my midwife, she said, you need to get balanced out. And so we tried a couple of different things, but this is that I was introduced to Plexus, and that was life-changing. I was on the product for 3 weeks. And I'll never forget the day I turned the corner holding a big load of laundry, and I looked at Thomas and I said, I feel like cleaning the house. I feel like playing with my kids. This stuff is amazing. So Slim was a game changer for me. But I want to talk to you guys real quick about the two different Slims, okay? A lot of us know this, but I did something interesting today. I have a bag of the original Slim that came out when Plexus first came out. And I was like, I haven't actually put Slim Hunger Control, Slim Microbiome, and Original Slim all next to each other and really looked at every single ingredient to see how different or not they are. And they're really not that different at all. The only thing that is different with the Slim Hunger Control and the other two is that the Slim Hunger Control does not have the prebiotic XOS in it, but it does have extra polydextrose. Slim XOS or Slim Microbiome does not have any polydextrose in it, and it has the prebiotic, the XOS prebiotic that feeds the good gut bacteria in our gut. And then the original Slim, which they don't make anymore, but that was the very original. It was like our flagship product. The only difference is it has a little bit of polydextrose in it. And then it had I'm going to butcher this. I should have written it down. It's the luaguo, I can't remember the fruit, but it's a type of fruit. And it's one of just like the extra ingredients in there. It's not one of the main ingredients. All the main ingredients are pretty much the same. So as Ame Darling described it, our flagship product was Slim, and it was kind of the flip phone. So we had this great product. It was amazing. It did wonderful things, but Plexus did the research. They did a double-blind placebo test, and they made our product even better. So it was just really fun. I had never done that before. I'd never actually taken all 3 packages and looked at the ingredients, and there really isn't that much of a difference. It's really kind of cool. So here's so now we have the Slim XOS or Slim Microbiome and the Slim Hunger Control. Both are wonderful. They're just a little different, like I just mentioned. So to more accurately talk about how each product helps you and help avoid confusion between the two, Plexus Slim Microbiome and Hunger Control, let's talk about both for a second. So both versions are clinically demonstrated to help you lose weight. Both of them support healthy glucose metabolism. Both are very low calorie, and both are gluten-free, non-GMO, and 100% vegetarian. The Slim Microbiome Activating promotes the growth of good gut microbes like lactobacillus, bifidobacteria, and akkermansia. Those three are huge in gut health world. Those three are the ones we want to improve. Clinically studied XOS prebiotics, raspberry, lemon, and watermelon flavor. Now the Slim Hunger Control helps to reduce hunger. It's a blood orange lemon lime flavor, and it's just got that extra polydextrose in it that helps fill us up. So remember I said that interruptions were guaranteed? I hear my interruption right now. So hold on just a second. Okay, my interruption is going to be this tonight. Oh, hold on. So let's see, where was I? So with this Slim Hunger Control, one thing that I really want to mention. Hey, stop. You want some Slim? Hold on. Don't spill it. You gotta wait. Okay, we'll have a straw. One of the big things that I want to mention. Sorry, guys, you're gonna have to give me just a minute. Sorry. Okay. My apologies. So the big thing I wanted to mention with the Slim Hunger Control is that I have people on the hunger control that are gaining weight because they want to. They are taking it with their food. They take it like while they're eating dinner, they'll take half of it in the middle of their dinner and half of it right after. And that's a way for people who are underweight to gain weight. Remember, Slim Hunger Control and Slim XOS, they are clinically proven to help you lose weight, taking them a certain way. But remember, it's about balancing our body, balancing our blood sugar, balancing our gut, and attacking inflammation. So when you balance your body, it's going to do what it needs to do. So I always encourage people with this. This is not about weight loss. Yes, weight loss is a wonderful side effect of getting your body balanced. But for people who are underweight, like 95 pounds soaking wet, this can help them gain that healthy weight that they need. So I love Slim. It's a game changer. And that is our product spotlight for tonight. Do you guys have any questions?
Do you recommend for someone who is really underweight and needs to gain weight? Which of the two would you recommend? Slim MA or Slim HC?
I would, Mitzi, sorry, does your interpreter have the VO on? Is it there's just some feedback. There's something feedback, like I keep hearing a beep or. I don't know what it is. And a chirping.
No. Oh, the interpreter does have that on. Let me turn it off. Sorry.
Yay.
Okay.
Thank you. Yes.
Is that better? All right.
Yes. Okay, so good question. You were asking if so someone who is really underweight, which one should they take, the XOS or the hunger control? From what I've heard, it just kind of depends on the person. I have people taking it. I lean more towards the hunger control. Because it is a little bit, there's a little bit more calories in there because of the fiber, and it's a little bit closer to the original because it does have the polydextrose in it, and it serves a purpose, that fiber in there. But one thing that I ask is about SIBO, small intestine bacteria overgrowth, SIBO. If someone has SIBO, the XOS is too strong for them, and they don't want that. So I often, not always, but often will find a correlation with being underweight and having SIBO. So I will often recommend Slim Hunger Control. And that's, and guys, I'm not a genius here. This is just information I have gotten from our diamonds and emeralds and people who have told me what they have done for their people that are underweight. And oftentimes it's the Slim Hunger Control that is the most helpful. Great question. Great question, Mitzi. Okay.
Okay. Sure. Thanks.
Any other questions? Okay. Let's move into, let me put this down. Let me grab my notes real quick. I'm going to try not to take up, I'm trying so hard to keep our Zooms to like 25 minutes because I tend to like to talk. Okay, so let's talk about the end of month tips. So this is, I'm trying to get out of this bad habit. I have this bad habit of being like, all right, it's the beginning of the month. I got time. I can get myself organized and I can do this and do that. And then the end of the month hits and I'm like, crap, I haven't, contacted as many people as I wanted to, or I didn't do this and didn't do that. So I'm trying desperately to get out of that habit of getting too comfortable. I get too comfortable at the beginning of the month, and then I seem to like do this big push at the end of the month. And I want to get out of that. I actually want to be pushing all the time. And when I say pushing, don't misunderstand me to think that I'm saying being pushy. When I say pushing, I'm talking about pushing myself. So the crux of our business is helping people. And the only way we can help people is contacting them. Now, I mean contacting them and sharing with them and sharing on our Facebook pages, but contacting them in a way that resonates with them. Guys, I have been learning so much. I'm going to share with you right now. Thomas and I actually hired a coach. It's a network marketing coach, and she's awesome. I call her K Coach. Her first name starts with a K, so I call her K Coach. And she's really showing us how to do network marketing correctly. And it's through Ray Higdon. It's through the Ray Higdon Corporation or whatever it is. But his podcasts and his information, he's got tons of information on YouTube. They're free. So hop on there and listen to him. He knows how to do network marketing right, how to love people right where they are, how to contact them with confidence and share what you have. But his key thing is open the door, ask if they are interested, but give them an out. You're always giving people an out. We are never hung up on one person's answer. A no is a no, and that's fine. It's not their time. I ignored my friend for 3 months before I joined up and doing Plexus. I know like every single diamond, every single emerald, you hear their story and they ignored or said no to the gal or guy that shared Plexus with them for like months, even years before saying yes. So remember that every no you get is a possible diamond later. So, but the only way we help people, and then you hear these stories And they came back to Plexus because they were ready, and their bodies were telling them, we've had enough. And it was life-changing. They don't regret that Plexus person reaching out to them. They don't regret it in any way, shape, or form. So don't allow yourself to think that getting a no is a bad thing. We are helping people. And when they come back, they are having life-changing experiences. So don't give up on that. So contacting people, the organizing system that I use is Dough, and I know that Mitzi and Tony use this as well. It's DOUGH. William, do you use it?
No.
No? Okay. And that's
something else.
Okay, good. And that's totally fine. You don't have to use Dough. I mean, K-Coach, the gal that is coaching us, she uses pen, paper, and a notebook. Like, that's it. And she has like her little files, and she keeps track of it with pen and paper. So, and she's shared with us how she stays organized, and basically all I've done is applied her wording to Dough. So people that you're prospecting, that you're sharing with for the first time, you're gonna, in Dough, you're gonna star them or just make them a priority in whatever you're using. Make sure you take clear notes on people. What have they shared with you? What are they looking for? And then we can go over wording. I can share with you all kinds of different wording. So we don't have to go into all that detail right now, but contacting people and staying organized is the crux of our business. That's it. Like, if we're not contacting people and we're not sharing what we have, and we're not keeping those people organized so that we keep them in a funnel and we can continue to come back to them, then we're not working. So my biggest encouragement this last week, like, I'm going to do something crazy. And I don't even want to say it, because when I say it, I have to do it. But I want to make a goal of contacting 100 people before Sunday. So that's a lot of people to contact, but I want to contact 100 people before Sunday, and I'm not attached to their response. I might get 100 no's, so I'm going to roll with it, but 100 people before Sunday. And listen, I'm literally saying, hey, I'm just curious if you'd be interested in taking a look at some of the products that I have. If not, no big deal, but I thought I would share with you because you mentioned you struggle with migraines. So you're opening a door, asking them if they'd like to take a look, and you're giving them an out. That's it. This is like Ray Higdon to the core. He's like, look, just offer it to them, give them an out. How can they be mad at you? I'm not saying, you've got to take a look at this. This is totally life-changing. You've got to see my product. I'm not throwing up Plexus on them. I'm just like, hey, want to see it? And if not, no big deal. So I'm just going to that is what I'm going to be doing this last week. My goal is 100 people by Sunday. And so it means I have to get really busy tonight. And just contacting people, because there are people out there who need it, who are hurting, and I see them all the time. So the other thing is also one of my favorites, and it's attraction marketing. And you do that by sharing on your Facebook page and just talking about your products, but talking about it in a way that creates curiosity. So our coach has talked about this as well. And guys, this is what I love about the fact that Thomas and I finally made a decision to get a coach, because we were really frustrated. I was frustrated. I was like, look, I've been stuck for 18 months. I have not ranked up in 18 months. So I obviously need some like personal growth and figuring some stuff out. So we finally made the decision to get a coach. And she's like, look, everything I teach you, go back and share it with your team. And I'm like, sweet. So I'm just like, we've got the coach, and I'm just going to share everything I learn with you guys. But the other thing she says is, talking about attraction marketing, is curiosity posts. Like, she even asked me, she's like, do you say Plexus? Do you say Slim? Do you say, X Factor in your posts? And I'm like, well, when I share testimonies sometimes, and Thomas is like, yes, you do. So I do say Plexus, and and she's like, stop doing that and just do curiosity posts. And you should be doing 3 to 4 curiosity posts a week. So basically, this is a curiosity post. And think about this. I'm going to make this super simple, but you can take this and use it for any product and put it on your Facebook page. So I'm going to give you 2. The first one would be me, a picture of me holding my pink drink and going, not even saying pink drink, but you see that drink in my hand right there? Yeah, it's getting me through my 3 o'clock slump. How's your energy going today? So I haven't said Plexus, I haven't said Slim, I've just said, you see that drink right there? It's getting me through my 3 p.m. slump. How's your energy today? That's it. So that's one curiosity post. Another one would be, I am so proud of my girl, Christy. She has found a way to clear up her brain fog. She has energy. And on top of that, she lost 5 pounds. I'm so proud of her. And she is rocking her products. So I haven't said what products, I haven't said Plexus or anything like that, but I've done a shout out to somebody who I'm working with, and always get their permission before you do a shout out. Always get their permission, but that's a curiosity. So what the heck is Christy doing? How is she changing things up? So that's a curiosity post. And this is a great way to create that curiosity for people to come to you. So those were just 2 basic ideas, and that is, I mean, this is the crux of it. If we're sharing with people, sharing our experiences, being totally real, but creating that curiosity so that they say, what are you talking about? And then I love sharing testimonies, and testimonies work because that's the way I came to learn about Plexus. And that's what, I learned about Plexus from Jen for 2 or 3 months. And then it wasn't until she posted a testimony that resonated with me that I stopped and contacted her. So, so testimonies are very powerful. Don't stop sharing those, but continue those curiosity posts. And one other thing, in stories, I know I'm shooting a bunch of information at you guys, but when in the stories line on Facebook, you can watch the stories. When you comment and send a heart or a thumbs up or something like that, that boosts your Facebook algorithm. So the people you interact with on stories helps your stuff boost. So you can literally, set your timer for like 15 minutes and go through stories and click, heart, like, laugh, and LOL on people's stories to boost your algorithm. So that's another tip I learned. I didn't know doing that in stories would help. So I'm like, oh, okay. I think that's pretty much. Oh, and just one last thing to wrap this up is don't forget all our ambassadors, when any new ambassadors this month, and everyone who orders at least 100 PV is going to be put into that private Zoom with Brady Dale. I'm super excited. Let me show you real quick. Where'd it go? Oh, here it is. Did you guys see my PJ pants? Don't tell anybody I'm in PJ pants. Okay. Okay, so I just got this. It's called MyZone, and it's part of Brady's workout fitness thing. So now I'm connected and I'm on his team, and now we're doing this challenge on May 1st, and I have no idea what I've gotten myself into, but I'm super excited. He's got a lot of different like gizmos and gadgets, and he's going to have this whole online course. So it's going to be really exciting. So make sure you encourage your ambassadors. If they're ordering, 50 PV, or maybe they haven't ordered in a few months, just say, hey, we're doing this. All you have to do is order 100 PV and you get into this private Zoom with Brady Dale. He's a personal trainer in Alaska, and he's going to have an online program launching in May. So it's going to be a lot of fun. So I just want to encourage you guys to do that. Okay, I'm going to totally stop talking, open it up for questions again. So does anybody have any questions? I think
what the story you talked about, liking people's stories.
So when you're watching when you're on your Facebook at the top and you see the stories, and you can click in there, and people have like, yeah.
Yes, the little circular icon, yeah.
Yeah, the little,
At the top.
right. Yes, that little circular icon at the top. And it does, Mitzi, does it say stories? Does that say stories? Let me look.
It does say stories at the top.
Okay, it says stories at the top. Ember just said. So yeah, it says stories at the top. If you click on that, you can literally watch your friends' stories just kind of filter through. And it goes pretty fast. It's just automatic. And you can add pictures in there for other people to watch, or you can add little videos as well. I think it only gives like 5 or 10 seconds. You can add this in there, but you can click on it and you can like, if you just put your finger on it, stop it. You can actually look at it, or sometimes people put words and stuff. You can, but then you can even comment, and it sends them a message with a picture of their story. So for example, you know, if somebody got some flowers and they put a picture of themselves and their birthday flowers or something, and you put, oh, that's cute, it'll send them a picture of their flowers and your comment so that they know you were commenting on their stories. Does that make sense, Tony?
Yeah, I'll look for it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, you can literally go through there and comment on all of that. But another thing to do is, hold on. Another thing to do is, if you're prospecting some specific people, maybe it's some new people that you've recently sent a message to, just plug their name into Facebook and go to their Facebook page and comment. And that way they'll see your things as well. It boosts your algorithm for them. So make sure you're interacting with the people you're prospecting with. So anyway, that is pretty much it. I have taken up plenty of your time this Tuesday evening. So thank you guys for hanging out. And if you have any questions, you know, you can hop in our Team Joy chat and ask me there, or you know, I'm just a message away. And I'm going to let you guys go. Thank you so much. And I will catch you next Tuesday.
All right.
All right.
Thank you.
Bye.